Come spend the day with us in Manhattan as we prepare for our daughter's second brain surgery next week. We really wanted to leave the house by 6:15 today to beat rush hour traffic, but only 10 minutes late. I'll consider that a win with a toddler. We're coming from New Jersey, so it usually takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get into the city, which is always fun. So once we get there, we check in on the main pediatric floor because she's starting off the day with her MRI, take a look at the fish, and then we head on down to the radiology department. I honestly cannot rave enough about this team. They bring a sense of normalcy to your kids while they're there and make things fun. They brought her a pretend mask to play with to practice for the anesthesia, stickers for her doll, and they even brought out bubbles that she could play with while we waited. Her MRI was originally scheduled for 9:30, but we ended up having to wait for about 2 hours, so she didn't end up going in until about 11 o'clock. So my husband's suiting up, and then while he does that, I'm heading down to the cafeteria because the procedure usually takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. So we go ahead and hang out down here until she's ready. Here she is waking up a little loopy from anesthesia. I wanted her to be able to play in the playroom that they have, which is so amazing, but she still had an IV in her foot, so we had to pass on that today. So I ended up making her this little piggy out of Play-Doh, which I was honestly a little impressed with. After this, we headed back up to the main pediatric floor where we waited for another hour or two to see the next doctor. Her doctor was actually able to share those images from the MRI with us, which was pretty cool to see. The black circle is the piece of the tumor that was already removed, and the white piece around it is what still needs to be removed. So the goal is to remove that last piece of the tumor, which will hopefully give her the best shot at a seizure-free future. So now we head back to the car and make that 2-hour drive home, which is always a blast at the end of the day, and get greeted by our super excited 5-year-old.